few of us come on, get some more energy tonight. How's everybody doing? I want to start off by saying thank you again to Aaron and to Carl for asking me to come out again and do this. I love being able to perform. It's a blessing to be able to get acknowledged for what you love doing. And I don't plan on being before you long. But the title of this piece, every time I think of it, every time I think of Aaron and Takara and everything that they're doing, the moves that they're making, they're probably using the energy and the time that they have. They're making sure they're being productive with it, and that's something we all need to make sure that we're doing with our time, because we don't have but a vapor, y'all. So I'm not going to keep on rambling. I'm going to go ahead and go into the piece. You know, we really need to find more resourceful ways for utilizing our energy. As a child, I used to play games with my friends in the streets, from basketball to kickball and every other game you could think of in between. As a teen, it was simply put to use music, dedicating time to the instrument I was playing as well as working on poetry, plus the occasional flirting. But now that I'm an adult, the realization that I've come to is, considering times are changing and my time is fading, that maybe I'm not properly utilizing the energy that's given to me. 1/4 of the time that we have in each day, we spend sleeping. 1/3 we spend on someone else's time clock working, which basically leaves little less than half of the day remaining. Now, I'll give you another 4 hours for family time and cleaning, but the 5 or 6 hours you have waiting, what do you call yourselves doing? Is it eating junk food and video gaming? Like trying to catch up on sleep? I know what it is. Sports Center's gotta be your thing, you know, gotta be able to keep up with the fellas while they're debating. With each second that's passing, stalling will ensure we'll never be winning, keeping us in a position that's trailing because we only put our time to use productively, sparingly, wondering why we are continually struggling. Each and every second seen should be classified as a blessing, appreciating the fact that we can't begin counting the number of bodies that we know that are buried, yet we're still breathing, still working, and still enjoying. The opportunities granted to us should be seized, ensuring we secure financial security, granting a feeling of stability to ourselves and our families, encouraging that our time and or our energy isn't being put to use wastefully, separating ourselves from our families vainfully with no sign of any form of physical productivity. Now trust me, I'm not uplifting that we devolve back to childish thinking and go back to all-day video gaming, couch potato living entities that worry more about the hottest release than the future we might be blessed to see. I'm saying, given that we know life's clock keeps ticking, we really should be more considerate of the energy we invest randomly. Think about how much time on this earth you've seen. Now, think about how much time you spend in front of some form of screen, whether it's a TV, cell phone, computer, or a tablet screen, whether you gaming, watching reality TV, Facebooking, or Twittering. How much time are you allotting for these things? How often are you reading, working, investing, planting, encouraging, or at least uplifting? Reading so you can begin the process on self-educating. Working in the same streets and communities that were influential in your upbringing, investing in the same places that you're working, planting seeds of hope and prosperity into the seedlings that these communities are raising, encouraging that there are more effective ways of going about things without feeling like hostility is the only option we have left for resorting, and uplifting the ones who didn't get the opportunity to receive these teachings. It's time that we begin to redirect our energy. It's time that we begin to map out how we spend our time, trying to find where our spare time lies. What can we push aside to clear our minds, express our minds, refresh our minds, and utilize our minds for more meaningful things than quoting sports statistics in a straight line or what police brutality video went viral this time? I've said it before, but I really want people to hear me this time. Focusing on others will keep you away from your prize. Don't get blinded by what caught their eye. You keep your stride so you don't lose any time getting to your prize. Now trust me, I'm not trying to tell anyone under the sound of my voice right now how to live their lives. All I'm saying is at least get a watch. That way you can keep up with the time. That's that piece, y'all. Thank you, Aaron and Takara again. You can follow me at Keep It Smooth on Facebook, YouTube. My group, Silence Minds, is Kankakee natives, locals that you can find, and we're always on the move trying to do something positive. Look us up on Facebook, and thank y'all again.